Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got videos today from Anthonyspade.
I got AIDS, she got AIDS. I'm about to die.
This might be one of the most unhinged situations I've seen, and it only gets worse the more you listen.
That's what you get for sleeping with my friends. I got AIDS, she got AIDS, because she slept with my friends. I'm about to die. She already. So, they shouldn't be with me.
I hope all bless your pink channel. Yeah. Well, you know what? I take that, man. Please.
But that's because I really didn't know that I was infected. But when I think about it, I don't care. I really don't care either. But
These people really don't. They don't really care whose life they ruin, their own lives, your life, ending your life, ending other people's lives.
You're not supposed to feel that way, though. You're not really supposed to feel that way. You can get in trouble for that, but I really don't care.
And if you think that's the worst part, wait until you see how this keeps spiraling. Because this isn't just one crazy situation. This is happening over and over again.
You did get HIV, Hannah. You got it from someone on Tinder.
I don't really care that you're in the hospital.
If I was in the hospital?
Yeah, it was.
Hannah, I just got discharged. I wrecked my car.
It was the most time I've ever run away from you, honestly.
So you just think that's okay just to go out and just sleep with other men online?
Yeah, I do.
You do,
Pretty much.
really?
I do.
What? So that's why you were on Tinder, maybe? Is that what it is?
Driving in your car.
Where was I driving?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. That's not important,
But
right?
you have HIV, so it don't
Yeah, and I wonder who gave it to me. You must have given it to me. You gave me HIV.
That's fucking crazy. I can't even imagine. I really can't. Like being in your early 20s, starting your life with HIV.
I'm not a man.
Exactly. It doesn't matter, but you got it from a man. You get HIV, Hannah. You got it from someone on Tinder.
Nobody knows who gave who what. And that's where this starts getting dangerous. Now, zoom out for a second, because the numbers behind this are even crazier.
All right, y'all, another crazy day in Texas. But let's get into it. So, were y'all aware that as of yesterday, 200,000 people in Houston, Texas have HIV?
Have HIV. How big is Houston?
Damn.
Oh, it's in all of Texas. Texas is pretty big. 200,000 people, though?
Like, bro, I don't know what to say, but bro, I am so proud to be a celibate woman in this day, bro. It is crazy in these streets, y'all.
It really
I don't
is.
want none of it. I don't want none of the clout. I don't want none of it. Y'all can keep y'all's, like, bro, 200,000 people. That is only that we know who are getting tested. Imagine the ones that don't even go to the doctor. Imagine the ones that aren't never going to get tested. Imagine the ones that are just doing it raw, y'all. And they're spreading this even more.
That's just the people that actually got tested. And it's not just one city either.
Now, yo, look at this video clip.
Atlanta, just in 2025 alone, this is August, it's been a reported 19,500 new cases. Wow.
Now, it's multiple videos going around of a lot of people that's speaking about this situation that's going on. They saying that it's 19,500 cases has been reported with HIV cases in Fulton County, Atlanta, Georgia. Now, this not even included.
I'm going to take this with a grain of salt. For one city to have had this many cases, that's a lot.
The people that haven't been tested yet. Do y'all understand what's going on? Do y'all understand? Y'all, please protect yourself at all times, because we living in some crazy, scary times.
You know, it's weird, because when I was growing up, STDs in the 80s and 90s was such a thing. Everybody was so worried about AIDS and HIV. Like, people were so worried about gay people, you know, like co-mingling with gay people because of AIDS and HIV and things. We made a full 180 from that to now. Now we're AIDS? Yeah, everybody got that. Like, that's crazy.
19,500 people. And that's just number one. Fulton County, Atlanta, Georgia is number one. And they have, it's like 10, it's like 10, it's like top 10 cities, I guess, in Georgia. But, yo, please stay safe. But y'all can go look this up in the search bar. And TikTok, this is for entertainment purpose only. I'm only here to bring awareness to my friends for educational purposes only. Nah, this is allegedly.
Again, men and women need to protect themselves. This is a beyond a sex thing, gendered thing. This is just a humans need to do a little bit better thing.
But y'all let me know in the comments. Share, like, comment, and repost. Bye, y'all. Stay safe.
So now it goes from random stories to a pattern. And then people start reacting to it, and it gets even weirder.
People on Instagram are extremely unwell. I seen a post about how in PG County there's over 8,000 confirmed HIV positive people. And I commented under the post and was like, damn, like, I'm glad I go to the doctors because I don't have it. And people are arguing me down about not having HIV.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. We made a whole 160 as a society when it comes to HIV and AIDS. Back then, it was a very, no topic to talk about, or just very taboo. Now, you don't got it? Like, what?
I'm like, damn, the post was true? All y'all got it and y'all mad that I don't? Oh my God.
Now you got people arguing instead of taking it serious. And this is where it stops being numbers and turns into real situations.
If you are not celibate, ladies, this is the time to be celibate. The HIV/AIDS infection rate is going up extremely quickly. Houston is a hot spot. We already know about Atlanta being a hot spot. Now I'm hearing about the Carolinas going up in STD rates. If you are not celibate, it's time to be. You don't need to be sleeping with anybody.
Because what comes next is exactly what people want to happen to them. Watch this. This is where it gets personal.
And you for damn sure don't need to be sleeping with anybody unprotected. I just saw a video of this woman yelling and screaming outside of this man's home as he's coming out. He's getting in his tow truck, yelling at him, and she said that this man gave her AIDS. He gave her 12 STDs. You just heard what I said. 12 STDs in 6 months.
12 in 6 months? That's not a mistake. That's a pattern. Now, listen close.
There's some dangerous men out there. Like, men can sling some dick. There's some dangerous ones out there, guys. This is why you just need to protect yourselves, because you don't know who those dangerous men shoved it into.
Closely to this one, because this is exactly how it happens.
HIV positive after noticing strange spots on my body and experiencing high fever. It all started after a night out with my friend. I remember drinking way too much, definitely more than I should have. Things spiraled so quickly that I completely lost control of what I was doing. My friend tried to get me home safely, but we got into an argument and she decided to leave. I stayed at the party with some other people and eventually met this girl. She seemed fun, and the last thing I remember was dancing and having a good time. The next morning, I woke up in her bed confused, hungover, and with no clear memory of what had happened. I left quietly before she woke up, telling myself it was nothing serious. I thought that night wouldn't come back to haunt me, but about a month later, I started dropping weight fast. I was constantly running a fever, had pounding headaches, and weird spots started showing up on my skin. That's when I started to panic. Deep down, I had a terrible feeling about what might have happened that night. So I finally went to the hospital, and that's when, comment if you want to hear part 2.
One night, that's all it took. And then it gets worse.
Remember, one night of pleasure, it's the rest of your life.
Because now you hear the other side of it.
So how I caught it, basically, I had just turned 20, right? My birthday's in January, so I had just turned 20. And I started talking to a man. I started having symptoms at the end of September, beginning of October. A doctor's appointment, well, prior to that, any goddamn ways to get tested, because I always get tested after I'm talking to Mark. Yeah, girl, that lady was too lenient. She came in the room all happy-go-lucky and shit. I said, Miss Thing, what? Excuse me, break no news till I ask. They tested me 3 times. Did you know that it came back positive twice? And because it came back negative once, they had to do it again? Then, well, that's how I got it.
Notice how normal this sounds at the beginning, and this is the moment everything hits.
So I went back in the lab, she drew my blood, and everybody in there was so sweet. Anyway, so she draws my blood, and then she tells me to go pee in the cup, so I go pee in the cup. Then I went back to the front, and I was like, oh, do you guys do rapid tests? Because I know they do like fingerprints places, and you get the results back right then. She's like, no, we don't do that here, I'm so sorry. I'm like, okay. So I go back into the office, into the nurse's station. A guy walks by, and he was like, oh, hey, like, are you here so that we can start your regimen? And the nurse was like, no, she's here for the viral load count. He's like, oh, okay, well, make her an appointment in 2 weeks so we can put her on a regimen. He's like, oh, wait, 1 second. I have meds in the back. I'm gonna give you some meds. He goes back to his office. I look at the nurse. I'm like, is this the doctor? She's like, yeah. He never introduced himself, nothing like that. Now he comes back with 3 bottles of Biktarvy. It's 7 pills in each bottle, and he says, okay, this is enough to last you 3 weeks. Start taking them today. You can take them with food, you can take them without food, you can take them in the morning, you can take them at night. It does not matter as long as you take it every single day. That's the most important part. I'll see you in 2 weeks. And then he walks away. And then that's when it hit me. For some reason, that medication in my hand, baby.
That realization, you can't undo that. And this is...
Yeah, if you were clean, why would he have given you drugs?
What that moment actually looks like.
I was diagnosed on August 23rd. I was diagnosed. Today is my attempt at my first day out. I'm going to the movies with my friend. Had a really hard time. It was really hard to get ready. I don't quite know what I want to do with my story. I don't know if I want to share it. I don't know.
You already are posting it on TikTok for everybody to see, and you're scared to tell your friends or something? Like, what?
That's the part nobody thinks about when they're in the moment. And just when you think it couldn't get crazier.
In the last 8 months, Atlanta alone, have reported 20,000 HIV cases. I don't know how many times I can say this, but I'm going to say it every day if I have to. You need to keep your legs closed.
That's not slowing down. It's accelerating. And then you hear stories like this.
So y'all, this is Jason Pope, a 42-year-old South Carolina DJ. I done made a video about him once before, but every time I see it and it comes down my timeline, I'm going to remind black women how they will set you up with anybody. This man slept with over 600 women.
Damn.
600 women and gave them HIV. And majority of those women...
He gave 600 women? This man belongs in the grave, in the jail. That's diabolical. Right? Because that just spread to 600 women. That spreads to I don't know how many other men. And it goes on from there. This disgusting ass act.
Were black women. And I just feel like he was an industry plant. I just feel like he was a, you know what I'm saying? You know how they say the CIA will send people to your neighborhood and send things to your neighborhood? They do. And I feel like he was just one of those. But I'm going to continue to talk about it. I'm going to continue to spread awareness because this is what they do. So when you think, how did this person just come out of nowhere? Where does he come from? What does he do? Why he here? And then he becomes popular? It's because they sent him there to destroy. You know what I'm saying? Over 600 women. Like, crackers, you out your mind. Like, and y'all, oh my God. Like, y'all.
I don't think women care if it's a cracker or not. They just care about money and clout. Doesn't matter the skin tone.
Know what to do. Get in the comments. Let's go. But this is crazy. Like, and I do believe, like, they sent him there just to do that. And now he's sitting in jail. Okay, Jason Pope.
That's not just reckless, that's intentional damage.
Right.
And now it gets even more sketchy.
That people were buying and selling fake STD tests. I hate to be the one to bring this to social media, but I haven't seen anybody else ever talk about this on here. I've seen that with my own 2 eyes. People selling fake HIV tests on Facebook. Am I the only one that's seen that?
So now people don't even know what's real anymore. At this point, you got to understand what it even looked for.
You know you have HIV even if you haven't gotten tested for it. My name is Bianca, and I've been living with HIV since 2019. Seeing this question honestly used to frustrate me at first because how do you describe when your body just doesn't feel like itself? I knew something was off with my body, but I understand where you guys are coming from, the reason why people want to know how to know even if you haven't gotten tested. So this is what I came up with. One of the first symptoms that I experienced right off the bat before I was officially diagnosed was extreme fatigue. I cannot explain to you this level of tiredness. And I've been tired before. I used to work the night shift, so I understand what it feels.
I think I know. I got malaria when I went back to Cambodia. Oh my jeez. The draining of muscle and just lethargicness. Me trying to just get up from the bed. I almost passed out because of just like the wave of just energy going away from me. I know the feeling. I don't know if that's similar to HIV or AIDS, but I do know the feeling of literally having no energy to do anything.
To be tired. I would wake up in the middle of the day, sometimes at 1 p.m., and by 3 p.m. I needed to take a nap. And it wasn't like a 15-minute nap, it was more like a 3 to 5 hour nap. And then I woke up and I was still tired.
Yeah, I actually slept almost like a week straight. Like I was up for very little throughout the whole time I was in the hospital. I was so tired.
Second thing that would let you know that you have HIV is if you have extreme and unexplained weight loss. Unless you're on Ozempic, there is no reason that you should be losing 20 to 25 pounds within 2.5 weeks. That is a big red flag. The third thing that you want to look out for is muscle aches. Before I was diagnosed, I was a gym girly. I still am a gym girly, sort of. But this wasn't the type of like muscle soreness that I was used to. And yet my muscles were always hurting. So much so that my co-workers at the club used to like sit down and give me massages. Like they would massage my knees, my quads, and my ankles because I would just be in so much pain. But you want to know what else causes extreme fatigue, sudden weight loss, and muscle soreness? The flu, lupus, diabetes, Crohn's disease, rheumatoid arthritis, chronic fatigue syndrome, cancer, hyperthyroidism, celiac disease. So honestly, there was...
Did I lose a lot of weight? I mean, probably. I wasn't eating that much, so I lost a lot of weight.
Absolutely no way to know if you are HIV positive unless you get tested. You might think you have HIV, but in fact you have something totally different that does need immediate care. I hope that...
Well, you know, this HIV stuff does really suck too when it comes to life insurance. I've had to deal with quite a few clients that had diagnosed with HIV and they wanted to get life insurance, and life insurance companies just deny them. It sucks.
Answers your question. Love you, Kate.
And the scary part is you can't look at anything else. And if you already have something,
look, big dog, if you having an HSV1 breakout or HSV2 breakout, if you having any type of herpes breakout, you don't need to be kissing, touching, sharing drinks, talking close, spitting on nobody. You need to throw away your toothbrush after you finish the breakout and get a new toothbrush. You don't need to be touching it. You don't need to be scratching it. You don't need to be busting it. You get what I'm saying? Take you some Tylenol, take you a pain pill because it's gonna hurt. Get you some over the counter. If you don't got the prescribed medicine, the Valtrex, get you some over the counter, Camphophenique, Oraject, Ambensol, any type of cold sore medicine. You feel me? You gotta ride it out. It's gonna be about 7 to 10 days. And listen, man, to the ones who saying it's a cure, healthy diet, big dog, you can save all that. At the end of the day, if it's in your system, I don't care how good you eat, how good you sleep. I don't care how good about none of that. At some point, you go wake up and it's gonna be there, big dog. And that's okay. You gotta be okay with it. Once it's in your system, and to be honest, it's okay. Just...
Hey, she's being positive about it. I can't even be mad at her. Like, she's trying to tell people. Oh, I get it.
Be safe. Don't be trying to do nothing with your old man, old lady, none of that. Just let them know, hey, right now, it ain't the time. And even if it's cleared up, you need to wait a couple of more days before you do anything. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just like, you know, don't even be breathing hard on nobody. That's just what I do, you feel me? I take it serious, you know, because I don't want to get that call and nobody tell me.
That's the part about preventing it from getting worse. And at the end of the day, this whole video comes down to one thing. You think it won't happen to you until it does.
Yeah, everybody doesn't care about it until it affects them, right? The people around them. Yeah, maybe you might not have experienced it yet, but it's out there, people. and you might not even know it's out there. So don't stick it into crazy. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.